Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Bill Rodan. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon, where I'll be talking about the movies, of course, TV shows, merchandising, theme parks, I don't know, whatever the case may be, of course. So, this is again going to be a response, but this is going to be from the YouTube channel Movie Guide. So, yes, of course, this is another Christian themed movie reviewing kind of discussion thing, you guys want to call it. But anyway, I just thought I'd just do this because, oh boy, because it just seems like when uh when these individuals, I'm not saying all Christians, but a good chunk of them, I'm just specifically going after a specific group of Christians, okay, not all of them, okay. They're not all going to think the same way. I mean, I know I feel like I shouldn't make that announcement or they make that statement because I'm not. This is not meant to be a generalization. Of course not. I'm just going after specific Christians, okay? Not all of them. That should be obvious. A specific of Christians, okay? That's it. They're cringy, weird, and whatnot. Just live up to what you call the stereotypical Christian. Because apparently, the only good entertainment will be something that has Christian values, or at least inspired by Christian values, one or the other. But anyway, kind of like how maybe since like Star Wars. Star Wars is not exactly a documentary by any means, but it was inspired by real life events, at least to some extent. There was nothing like that. Those like actually World War II documentaries, whereas for Star Wars was that is loosely inspired by World War II, that kind of thing. Anyway, this is gonna be a review on Star Wars Rogue One. So yeah, anyway, let's get into it, I guess.
Jin, whatever I do it to protect you. So you understand?
I understand.
Hello, I'm Ted Baer, publisher of MovieGuide.org.
And I'm Evie Carroll, his daughter, and this is your family guide to movies and entertainment.
Can you just get to the point? Your video is barely over a minute, and a good chunk of it is spent on the beginning part.
The newest Star Wars is coming up, Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Tell us how it is. We're all excited.
Well, if you're a fan of Star Wars,
No, not really, but I'm just one of those type of people that if I watch one entry of the series, I might as well watch them all. I mean, unless there's like a specific reason I can't, but that's just me. But that's like rule of thumb, though. If I watch one entry of a series, regardless if I'm a fan of it or not, I gotta watch the rest of it. That's just me. So you don't necessarily have to be a fan. You could just enjoy it anyway.
in fact, if you're a fan of popcorn movies, in fact, if you want to have fun.
And okay, error in your review. A popcorn movie is basically like something Michael Bay would make. Just explosions and whatnot. It's very shallow. Is what I'm saying. Like his type of Michael Bay type movies. I mean, I know I'm always getting in Michael Bay's case. I'm always talking about his on this guy. I've never really reviewed any Transformers movies, but his movies could be considered shadow. They mean nothing. Those stuff like that is what you call popcorn movies. It's just one of those types of things you just turn your brain off and just don't use your thinking cap. However you want to say that. So that feels like a stab to Star Wars because I mean, story wise, I know sometimes these films kind of have its problems, which yes, I will admit that. But even at its worst, these movies attempt to have a deep storytelling. Again, attempt to. But for this one, a Rogue One, a Star Wars story, it does have a pretty deep story when you want and whatnot. Because when you think about it, it centers around this woman. She has to live in the slums, so to speak. And okay, for someone like this, that's very devastating. You start off dirt poor, and you pretty much stay dirt poor for the rest of your life. And it just feels like no matter what you do, no matter where you go, no matter how you do it, no matter what your connections are, no matter what job you have, you always be in the slums forever and ever and ever. It's like no matter how good your skill sets or for whatever it is, for whatever the job requires you to do, it'll never be good enough. That's pretty depressing. I know. And then to make it worse, her papa works for the Empire, and just really depressing. Man, with that bit right there, you can do so much with that. You can do so much with that bit alone. Anyway.
It's a fun movie.
What did you see? How is this movie fun? How is it fun? It's depressing. It's really depressing. So what's the... Oh my god, these people.
It's a very exciting movie. It's about a young girl, Jen, whose father, Galen, was taken into captivity
A little more shut the hell up.
by the evil Empire.
Okay, you don't really need to put extra emphasis on that. We know who these characters are already by this point.
We know who those guys are.
Yeah, I literally just said that.
And the evil Empire has got him making a Death Star to destroy all of their enemies.
You left out some important information, but that is the gist of it.
The fact of the matter is there's some new age elements.
What does that mean? What?
We know that. There's a lot of fighting, a lot of violence,
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock!
but there's also a lot of good elements.
Check out the full review on MovieGuide.org right now of Rogue One, A Star Wars Story.
Wait a damn minute. Then what was the whole point of making this video? What?
We'll take the next chance. And the next.
Well, that was completely pointless. It was just done as a way to promote the other socials. What? Why can't you just do an actual review and then do that? What was the point of this? What? You didn't really say anything. Anyway, like they would anyway, but whatever. And no, I really don't feel like going to the website to search up this specific review for this movie. I don't feel like doing that. It's just, come on, really? Anyway, folks, that'll be it. As always, for watching, and take care. Until next time, see ya. This was dumb.